to our conversation about our newest Akiva trip, Stateside.
Hi everyone.
Hello. So I'm here with the CEO and founder of Akiva Trip, and has been for years now.
Yeah, since 2011. We run trips. The reason that we're making this live feed is because we run trips, and we have a trip coming up in a week, and the price is right, the trip is awesome, and we have a few more slots. So instead of sending out messages, we figured we'll just tell you about the trip. And if you know somebody who really wants this kind of a trip for this kind of a price, to learn about Judaism, to go tour, to go explore, then you click on the link or have them click on the link. And we have, 6 more slots?
Yeah, 6
more slots. We have 6 slots. Okay, so the trip that we're going to tell you about is called?
It's the Stateside NYC trip for college students and young professionals. We'll go over the basic details. So where is it going to be, Rabbi?
Okay, great. So this is a trip that comes to New York City, and you could live in California. We just had a girl in California sign up. You could live in Canada. Wherever you live, as long as you're between the ages of 18 to 30, and you'd like to learn and grow in Judaism, and you want to explore New York and New Jersey a little bit, and you want to hang with the Klatzkos for a week, so you get all that, and that's called the Akiva Stateside trip. It's a pilot trip. I've done a lot of Israel trips before. We've done many Israel trips. I just got back from from a Spain-England trip. Usually we do Poland. So we do Poland. We're doing Poland in March. We did Spain-England. We're doing Israel in May and August. But this is a brand new trip. And if you're listening, if you're watching this video, and you know somebody who could really use a burst of inspiration, a little bit of a break, hanging with the Klatzkos and all their musical friends, Shabbat.com with us, and they live somewhere and they can't normally afford to go, and maybe it's a college student that has a break right now before college begins. And I know a lot of the students, the college already begins early, so they can't come, but for some students, they have a lot of January off. So the dates are from the 8th until the 15th. January 8th, which is next Monday.
Yeah, this coming Monday.
Right, this coming Monday, Monday to Monday. Monday to Monday. And here's how it works, okay? First of all, the price. We've got to tell them the price. No,
okay.
For the price.
For the price.
For the price. The price is the dramatic reveal before the price. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be coming to New York. You're going to fly here from wherever you happen to live in North America. And we're going to do everything that New Yorkers never do because they live here.
Right.
So we're going to, go ahead.
So we're going to really start you off by, we're going to be visiting the Freedom Tower. We're going, Ground Zero.
The memorial.
Yeah.
New York.
Huge. When visiting New York, if you haven't visited the Freedom Tower, you haven't been to New York.
Exactly.
I would say. So, and then the Statue of Liberty. We're going to be going to the famous Metropolitan Museum of Art.
I love the Met, by the way. I love art, and the Met is one of the most important museums on the planet. And can you believe a lot of people, they live in the tri-state area and they never made the trip to the Met? So besides great art, you'll see Van Gogh, and you'll see Monet and Manet and Rembrandt and, some Picasso and Chagall, but there's a lot of other stuff there. There are mummies and hieroglyphics, and it's just a very, very important museum. We're going to go there.
So that will speak to your cultural, intellectual side, and then we have more of an active type of sport. So we're going to be going rock climbing. We're going skiing.
Skiing?
We're going skiing. Yes, right. And New York offers some of the best slopes in the States, except for I think Colorado. And I mean,
it's amazing. I know this weekend is supposed to be cold, but it is supposed to warm up by Monday. So by Monday you come here, you don't get that crazy cold temperature, but instead, by the time you fly in, you're going to be able to warm up a little bit. New York warm, so it won't be 0 degrees. It may be 30 degrees or 35 degrees. Perfect skiing weather.
Perfect skiing weather, and we're supposed to have a snowstorm, so the slope should be perfect for you once you
right.
Once you
and
arrive.
It's going to be very, very cold during the snowstorm, which means that the slopes will be very slippery, and you're just going to be going really fast down the slope. So
yes, so and then on top of that, like one of the things that we find people really enjoy is you're going to be hanging out with Rabbi Klatsko and be engaged with other speakers who can introduce you to Judaism and why it means so much to us, why we've held on to these traditions for thousands of years.
Exactly. So here's the story. I run a lot of trips, and it's great to visit Israel. Israel is my dream, my heart, my soul. It's important to visit Poland as well because, if you haven't seen it and experienced at least where it took place, it never really hits home. At least for me, it didn't. These are all very important. But I think that in our hearts, or in our neshamas, in our souls, we are yearning to feel connected to eternity, to the Creator, to the creation. And Judaism and Jewish people stand for something so incredibly important. And this trip will be an opportunity to explore that kind of these kind of questions. And we're going to be giving different talks and lectures throughout the week. So besides the activities, we're going to explore meaning and reason and depth, and some of it will be very intellectual, some of it will tug at your heartstrings, and some of it's going to be musical. So we have a lot of musical people here as well.
Right. Yes, exactly. We plan on having a lot of different jam sessions, so get ready for that as well. And so we went over the who. We have the college students, 18 to 30, young professionals as well. We have the where. We're going to be in New York. We have the what. And now we really need to break down the how. How do people...
how do you do it?
Yes.
Okay, so if this is for you, or you know who it's for, meaning you have a nephew, you have a niece, you have a son, you have a grandson, who you really want them to get a little more in touch with their Jewish roots, so send them that link, or you yourself can click on that link, Akivatrip.com, right?
Yeah.
And click on the Stateside link on Akivatrip.com, and you'll be able to apply. And it's really that easy. As soon as you apply, we try to process you. Mendy, he's in charge of processing all the applications. It becomes a really easy thing to do, and we'll send you the confirmation, provided everything is in order and you're confirmed and you're the right age, and that's it. And then what you'll do is you'll then make yourself a ticket, and you will be reimbursed when you come to New York. So you're making a ticket, you're reimbursed when you come here, and we will cover your ticket up to $500. So
right.
That's how that works.
Yeah, so if you're wondering, at the end of the day, I know someone who this would be perfect for. I just want to be able to explain to them everything. How much is it going to cost? So the flights are covered up to $500. So you don't have to worry about that. Everything else is going to be covered while you're here. There's one thing we're doing, which the Broadway show. Right.
So Broadway, you're going to have to bring some money because, I don't know where you want to go. You may not want to go to Broadway. So you bring money for a show. It was $30, $40, $50.
Right.
And, but all the entrance fees, the skiing, the transportation, picking you up from the airport, bringing you back to the airport, and all the restaurants and all the food and all that stuff is going to be covered. It's an incredible trip, an incredible deal, and we're going to tell you how much this entire trip, which includes your plane ticket, and includes the flight, and it includes the transportation, the entrance fee, the fees, the food, the lodging, everything is covered. And here's the great reveal: how much for the Akiva Stateside trip?
It is $99. It really will never get better than that.
$99.
Yeah.
$99. That includes the plane ticket.
Right.
$99.
Someone we were just talking to a couple of minutes ago told us that she spent more on dinner on New Year's Eve than than that. So
it's a whole week in New York for $99, including touring, and you're going to make wonderful friends. It's an incredible opportunity. $99. If you have the time, great. If you don't have the time, make the time because it's worth it. The trip itself has a value of well over $1,000, and this is for $99. Why are we doing this? Well, first off, we have very, very generous donors. This is part of the Olami umbrella, and Olami has very, very generous donors who help students get Jewish experiences. They're the ones who covered the Spain-England trip. So they've been gracious enough to give us this huge grant for the stateside trip. So that's why it is so cheap. And we are looking to really inspire. And I live to inspire and to connect. I myself have 11 little children. Well, some of them are not so little anymore, but 11 children. I know how important it is to keep that next generation of Jewish people going. And I just think this is a great opportunity. So even if you've been to Israel, even if even if you've been to New York last month, hey, $99, come again.
Come experience it with us. And as like another point also been made, if someone comes on the stateside trip and they're interested in potentially going to Israel or potentially going to Poland, they could meet us, right? Like get to know us, establish a connection, and it would probably be easier for them to do.
Absolutely, yeah. We give preferential treatment in all of our other trips to those who have been on previous trips. So once you've been on an Akiva stateside, so then you get first dibs for all the next Akiva trips. So you're coming to New York, you're touring, you're going to restaurants, you're eating, you're shopping, you're skiing, you're visiting historic places, you're going to museums, fine arts, you're going to meet the Jewish community, $99. And on top of all of that, you then become first in line for the next trips that we do. And it's just, what can I say? It's a no-brainer. We have 6 slots left. And I predict that at the end of this video, and certainly for the people who watch this video, they're going to get excited about it. They'll send the link to their friends and they'll say, Yalla Kabela, let's get, Yalla, we got to get this going, because once we fill up, we got a grant for 16 students and that's it. So once those 16 slots are filled, that's finished. We have 6 slots left. We are now recruiting, and we would love to meet you. I would love to meet you, my wife, my kids. We'd all love to meet you. And this is your opportunity to come to New York for $99. That's all it is, okay?
Okay, so we're going to leave you off with a big shalom, and we hope to see you in New York soon.
Right, click on that Akiva trip link. That's all you got to do. Send it to your friends. Share it. Do a mitzvah and share it. Okay? Bye-bye.